Hello, this is Emma of EmmaLiveYoga and welcome to this morning yoga class. So we're going to get our day started the right way, get moving, get breathing and all the good stuff. So do make sure you've got everything you need. So you might need a couple of bricks or blocks. You might want a cushion to support your knees and come to comfortable seated. You might choose to sit up on something as we take these opening moments of mindful awareness. Know that you can stretch your legs out. You can do the practice from a chair. So taking a moment, sit tall and inhale to lift and lengthen. And exhale, release the shoulders. I'm doing this again, inhaling to lift. And exhale. Bring in the hands together at the heart space. And just take a moment to close the eyes or lower the gaze and check in with how you're feeling in your body, your mind, and your emotions this morning. Knowing this is the starting point of our practice of yoga together, and things may change by the end, we'll see. So then, as you feel a deep connection with the flow of the breath, take a longer inhale and exhale, gently open the eyes. So we'll begin with a gentle release of the neck. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release the right ear towards the right shoulder. Connect with the breath. If you're feeling any stiffness, any tightness this morning, we're going to hopefully work a little bit of that out. It might be, if you want to make this stronger, you lift the hands, bringing one hand to the shoulder, or one to rest lightly on the side of the head. And breathe in deeply. If you feel tension going to the belly, then soften the belly, instead squeeze the pelvic floor. Feel free to bring some movement to this, if this feels therapeutic. And releasing, and breathing. And then inhale, release, come back to center, exhale. We'll change sides, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release left ear towards left shoulder. Take a breath. See how things feel on this side. Again, if you wish to, you can bring in the hands. You might even close the eyes. You can feel your way into this stretch. You might bring some movement to the head and neck as we wake everything up this morning. And then coming back to center, exhale and release. From here, inhale, lift the shoulders up around the ears and exhale to roll back. Do this again. Try and keep the head still. Inhale to lift. That's it. Exhale, rolling back. And once again, inhale to lift. And exhale, rolling back. Good. Lean back and just change the cross of the legs if you're sitting cross-legged, or stay exactly as you are. From this position, inhale, bring the hands to the lap. Exhale, and just begin to circle. So we're just bringing some energy to the lower back, digestive tract. So exhale as you come forward. Inhale as you circle back. Exhaling to come forward. Inhale, and we'll pause there, change direction. Exhaling, so you can make this as shallow or as deep as it needs to be. See how you feel. Always practicing with kindness, respect to where your body is. Good, and then inhale as you come to center, exhale. So from here, we'll make our way through to an all-fours position. Feel free to bring some cushioning to your knees. Maybe use a blanket like I have as we come to tabletop position. We'll move into cat pose to limber up the spine. So inhale, belly dips, shoulders draw back, gaze lifts. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the back, chin to chest. Do this twice more. Inhale, belly dips, shoulders draw back, gaze lifts. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the back, chin to chest. And once again, make sure the fingers are spread. Feel the movements of the spine. Again, you can keep this shallow. If you're in a chair, you just bring the hands to the lap and go backwards and forwards. And then inhale as you come through to tabletop. And exhale. From here, we'll come into downward dog pose. Know if it doesn't agree with you, you can take single legs back, hold for a few breaths, and then take the other leg back. Otherwise, tuck the toes under. Exhale, push and lift back, having the hands shoulder distance, feet hip distance. And begin to walk the dog, lifting and lowering. Breathe in deeply as you relax the head. Gaze lightly between the heels. You might reach both heels back, really lengthen through the spine. And then keeping the feet hip distance or bring the feet together. Inhale, ripple the spine forward, come into a plank position or a knees down plank, whatever suitable for you. And then exhale as you push back up. We'll do this again once more. Inhale, ripple the spine forward, feeling the strength of your body and your mind. Squeeze the glutes, lift the back of the knees, and exhale as you push back up. Good. From here, inhale, come through to plank pose or knees down plank, and then exhale, lower to the floor. I can do this with the knees up or with the knees down. Hinge the elbows in towards the sides of the body. From here, slide the elbows forward as we come to sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders or slightly forwards. Inhale, lift the chest forward. So think about forward rather than up, and then soften the glutes. So make sure you're not squeezing. Good. If this feels a bit too much, then you can take your elbows further forward. So come into this gentle morning back bend. On the exhale, you can glide the head to look over the right shoulder. Inhale to center. You might press the fingertips down. Good, a little bit of extra lift. Exhale to the left side. Inhale to center. Make sure you're not squeezing. And then exhale, soften all the way down. Slide the hands underneath the shoulders, squeeze the pelvic floor. Then inhale to lift back to tabletop, tuck the toes under. And exhale, push back into downward dog. Take a moment here. Now you can bring the knees down if this is too much. If you're on a chair, you take hold of the back of the chair and lengthen the spine that way. Good, and from here, bring the left heel in. On the exhale, look forward, step through with the right foot. If this is too much to reach your hands to the floor, you can always bring the hands to some breaks. That's it, support your practice. Keep weight in the back heel. And then inhale as you lift up with floppy arms. We come to warrior one position. Bring the hands to the hips. You can square the hips forward. And bring the hands into a prayer position. You press into the front heel. A big stretch down the hip flexor. You feel that? Good. Waking up this morning, you can stay here, hands to the hips, or you can float the arms up with the palms facing. You're aware of how your knee feels. If it's a bit too much, then just straighten out as you need to. Good. And then exhale, swim the arms back and down. Bring the right forearm to rest on the right thigh. Open out that left hip, and then inhale, take the fingertips forward. As we come to side bend. Good, try and draw the shoulders down away from the ears. If you're steady enough to, you might look up towards the fingertips or not. You might look straight ahead or down. So choose your gaze point. Breathing and feeling, pressing weight into the back heel as you reach to the fingertips. And then inhale, lift up to warrior two position. Well done. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. And we'll pivot round, we'll change sides. So come into warrior one to the left side. So draw the left hip back, right hip forward. Check your knee feels okay. Position your foot on the diagonal. And then exhale, rebend into that left knee. Settle and stabilize. Bring the hands to prayer position if you wish. Keep weight into that front heel. Again, choose your hand position. Inhaling, lift the heart space. Strong breath through the nostrils. That energy coming up through the body. Good, and then exhale. Press the arms down, bring the left forearm to the thigh. Open that right hip. You might take a step back and then swoosh the right fingertips forward. Good, dropping the shoulders down away from the ears. Choosing your gaze point helps you to keep your mind focused, helps you to embrace difficulty. A lot of yoga is uncomfortable. It's just part of the course of training, staying peaceful in uncomfortable situations. Good, we'll take one more breath. And then inhale, press up to warrior two. Good. Exhale, bring the hands down, pivot on the back foot, and see if you can step back into plank or bring the knees down, come into knees down plank. Hold for a breath or two. Good, and then inhale, bring the left knee down, square the back foot to the back of the mat, and make sure your left shoulder is over your left wrist. From here, inhale, bring the right hand to the hip as we come to half side plank. If this is too much for the wrist, now you can bring your forearm down and just rest on the elbow forearm instead. So that's an option. Another option, if this is easy for you, is to float the right arm up into space. Draw the shoulders down, draw into the lower abdominals. And then from here, inhale, bring the fingertips down if you lifted, and exhale to lift back up. We'll just do a touch down 3 times. Inhale to touch down. Exhale to lift it back up. We'll do one more. Inhale to touch down. Exhale to lift it back up. Good. Swing the arm back and down. And then inhale as you come back to tabletop. Pause for a moment. Have a little sway for comfort. This is what we're trying to find. Sthiram and Sukham, strength and comfort in our practice. And we're going to work to the opposite side. So pressing the right hand down, step the left leg back, and inhale, lift up. This is called Vasisthasana, side plank. Again, check that everything is stacked with your bones. That's how they work best. Bring the left hand to rest on the hip. Remember, you can bring the forearm down. If you're in a chair, you just lean to one side and bring your forearm to rest on the thigh. That will be your alternative. You may float the top arm up into space. If you feel wobbly, no, you just need to step your back foot further forward. That will give you a wider base. So adjust as you need to. We've got the tap downs if you wish to. Exhale, tap down with the fingertips. Inhale to lift it back up. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, lift it back up. Last one. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, swim the arm back. Come to tabletop position. Inhale, exhale, push back into downward dog, lengthen back. And then from here, we'll come through to a seated position, however is best for you. We'll take a moment in Dandasana or step pose. So stretch out the legs, reach the sitting bones back, and then sit tall. Have the hands either side of the hips. Lift in the chest. This is difficult to sustain. Again, I would recommend you sit on a brick just to give your lower back some support. If you've got any lower back issues, that would be a good idea. And then drop the chin to the chest. Feel the release through the back of the neck. And then inhale as you lift up. Exhale. From here, we'll come to Ardha Matsyendrasana or half lotus, the fish's pose. We inhale, you bend the right knee. Exhale, step that foot over. Option 1, you can just take hold of the shin, lift the chest, stay happy, and just work on really lengthening your spine. Option 2, spin round so I can see you. You would hook the crook of the elbow around the shin, or possibly just use the hand or the wrist, and then lift to the right side. So moving into a twist, right hand goes behind you. Make sure the shoulder drops down. That's it. Level out your shoulders. Good. So just feel that scooping action. Draw the lower abdominals in, really bringing you into that twist. You might glide the head to look over the right shoulder. And then inhale as you glide the head back to center. Exhale, unravel the twist. So we'll change sides from here. Sit tall. Inhale, bend in the left knee. Exhale, step it over. Remember your options. We've got the shin, active toes of the right foot. You can do the scoop with the inner elbow, and then inhale, lift to the left side. If you're sitting on a chair, you would twist from above the waist to one side and just stay really firm through the soles of the feet and the heels. So all twists happen, whichever base you're in, from above the waist. Breathing and feeling. Do this morning practice. And then inhale, glide the head back to center. Exhale and unravel the twist. From here, bring the right sole of the foot to meet the left sole of the foot as we come to a posture called Baddha Padmasana. So know if you've got your bricks, you might use the bricks to support your knees, your thighs. If your knees are quite high up, then you just slide your bricks in. You've got some nice support there. If you're seated in your chair, you just take your feet forward and then just drop the knees out. From a seated base, you draw the heels in and then open the feet. You can see the connection between opening the feet and opening the hips. That's it. Sit tall, inhale, and then everyone on the exhale, just try a little lean forward. Little lean as you hinge the elbows back. You'll feel really stuck. Know that that's normal. Breathe in. So just embrace that kind of stuck feeling. Find that edge and breathe into it. Good. Keep the back of the neck long, so make sure you're not sticking your chin out. Good. Drop the gaze. And then inhale to bring it back up. And exhale. From here, you can cross the legs or sit comfortably. Coming to a pose called Baddha Padmasana. So wrap the arms behind the back. Again, from a chair, you just keep the feet down and you'll fold forward from here. Inhale, squeeze the pelvic floor. And on the exhale, just leading with the chest, begin to fold. As you reach where you need to be, just let go of the head and gaze towards the tip of the nose. This is called Nasagraya Dristi. If this is really easy for you, you can continue to fold forward and bring the forehead towards the floor. But don't strain to make that happen. Allow your yoga practice to unfold over many years. You build a lot of patience, a lot of self-acceptance. Remember, the yoga isn't about postures, it's about finding a little bit more peace every day. So then squeeze the pelvic floor. Inhale, lift it back up. And exhale, release the arms. Stretch the arms out in Padmasana, so straighten the arms. First finger touches the top of the thumb. Drop the chin to the chest. Sitting tall. And then inhale, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale. So bringing the hands back together to close our morning practice. Take an inhale. Exhale. Namaste. So I hope you feel set up for the day. Thank you for practicing with me, and I hope to see you on the mat really soon.